Hi, in this video we're going to talk about rounding your math answers to the correct number of sig figs for both multiplication and division and also addition. And we're going to use as our example on page 36 of your text, number 108, part A and part B. Part A is the multiplication of 56.33 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters. All right, so how do you approach these problems? Well, simply just do the math first. So we take our calculators, we type in 56.33 centimeters, we multiply it by 2.5 centimeters, and we get 140.825. And don't forget, you have centimeters here, so centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared. Now, we have to analyze this for sig figs. Now remember, all non-zeros are sig figs. So 56.33 has 4 sig figs. That looks like 41. Let me just try to get that there. 4 sig figs. How about I just erase it and rewrite it and make it look neat. There we go, 4 sig figs. 2.5 has only 2 sig figs. Now, the rules for multiplication and division, they're the same rules for multiplication and division. Your answer can't be any more significant than the least significant number used in that calculation. We have something that has 4 levels of precision, 4 sig figs, and something that has 2 levels of precision, only 2 sig figs. This answer right here, as written, has 6 levels of precision, 6 sig figs. And obviously, it can't be any more precise than the least precise, which is 2. So we start from the left and we count off 2 sig figs. All right. So the 1 and the 4 are significant. We need to make sure nothing else is going to be significant. All right. We don't chop off the 0 and get rid of everything else because 14 is not the same as 140. Okay. We need to maintain the integrity of the value. But if we write it as 140 without a decimal point, that will be 2 sig figs. And that is our answer. Remember, if we put the decimal point there, that then tells us the 0 is significant. But we don't need that 0 to be significant. In fact, we don't want it to be significant. Therefore, our answer is 140, no decimal point. All right, addition, we're adding all these up. If you do this math, you're going to get, this column is 7, 8, 4.91. Now, in addition and subtraction, we have to look at the columns here. All right, so we have the thousandths. We only have a 7 there in the 8.77. We look at the hundredths, and we have a 7 and a 1 here in these last two. And then we have numbers in all of the tenths column and numbers in all of the ones column. And in addition and subtraction, once you do the math, and this is centimeters, we have to round to the decimal place or the column where they all have a significant figure. So we only have in the thousandths, we only have the 7 here, so we can't keep that column. In the hundredths, we only have the 1 and the 7 for these last two values, but nothing up here at top. They don't have any significant digits, so we can't keep that. But when we get to the tenths, they are all significant, so we're going to keep the tenths place and everything to the left of it. So this is going to be 19.4, but the 4 is followed by an 8, so we will round it up, 19.5 centimeters. So remember, multiplication and addition, round your answer to the least number sig figs as the values that calculated it. But in addition and subtraction, we're looking for columns, places where they all have significance, and where they all have significance, that's the last digit we're going to keep. And we round appropriately from that point.